So I guess I should be prepared to be heckled because I'm going to be talking about homeopathy. And I know, I guess I've known for a while that the royal couple and the royals, they use it, and they actually have homeopathic hospitals, or they did. I'm not sure if they still do because I heard that some of them aren't, I don't know if they're doing well or what the heck, but in England they had homeopathic hospitals and stuff like that. And it's really hard around here, like in Canada and in the States, because they're not regulated, and it's really hard to regulate. And for me, what I do is Hellinkist homeopathy. It's kind of like an energy substance. But I think it's gotta be more like, if you put your mind to it, it's gonna work. If my homeopath gives me something, it's gotta work. Because I don't even, it doesn't work right away, usually. It works, within a couple of weeks, or, it's like, you don't take it and then it magically works. So, and if you want to overdose on it, that's not exactly possible either, because your body won't recognize it. If you take the whole bottle, it won't even recognize it. You have to take the prescribed amount, if that makes any sense. But I find that it is useful. I had to take it because medical doctors weren't able to help me on different things. And you don't actually have to pay for the dropper bottle. That's free. You just have to pay for the homeopath for I don't even go, it's online. Oh, it's not online, he calls me, but it's only like every 5 weeks, so I just have to pay for the session and the postage. And because it's so unregulated, you get homeopaths that charge 3 times as much as my guy, and for doing the exact same thing. My other homeopath, my first homeopath, charged like 3 times the amount. He jacked it up $30 in 1 month once, and that was apparently because if you really want to do the homeopathy, you should be able to pay whatever they ask, or some ridiculous thing like that. I'm not saying they're all sane. In fact, for my mental illness, I don't find I get relief from homeopathy. But for physical stuff, like when I want to get it for my allergies, and my allergies aren't major, so I'm just saying for hay fever and stuff like that. I take stuff for that. I take stuff for, I had a huge candida flare up one time, and the doctors weren't even educating me to what the heck candida was that had anything to do with my sugar binges and stuff. I learned all that from my homeopath, and so I was able to I get a substance from him, because all the doctors say is go get the over the counter thing. And I tried doing it, you could use garlic, you can insert garlic, and that worked for a while, but nothing worked for the length of time that the homeopathy stuff has worked for me. And the reason why I wanted to talk about homeopathy is because I'm for everybody who thinks that it does nothing. I was just sick for 3 days because my homeopath will give me stuff and he'll say take 3 to 7 days apart. Well, me wanting everything to go really fast, I always try it first 3 days apart, and then I get sick. The last time was a couple of months ago when I was really tired. I was so tired, and I thought, is this my bipolar? Is this a crash? But I don't feel depressed. And he's like, no, ease up on your substances. And this past time, for the last, today I'm better, but for the 3 days previously, I was getting really panicky like all day, and it didn't go away for a couple of days, and then I was really dizzy and panicky on the second day, and then on the third day I was really dizzy, and it was scaring me because I thought, is something physically wrong with me? I didn't really feel emotionally upset because of it, but I did contact my homeopath, who said ease up on the substance. So, so I feel a lot better today. And yeah, so anyway, all I had to say about that is, you know, before you judge a person or a substance, maybe you could try it, because I think that homeopaths know what they're doing if they're from the school. They actually go to school, because that's where I'm getting this guy from, the Ottawa Helinkus school. So when I lost my other one, when he moved away, he wanted to keep me, but I wanted someone new, right? Which is a good thing. I called the School of Homeopathy. They recommended 2 people. The other person didn't have a lot of time for me. Like, say I need to call him, between times. He's cool with that. So I got this guy, and I've been seeing him for maybe 4-5 years, and doing homeopathy for about 6 years. But like I say, it's done nothing for my mental. There's some physical things. I didn't write them down. There's more than I just mentioned, but anyway, it's all good, and I'm still allowed to take my doctor-prescribed medications. Instead of getting shots, I take their remedies. Like, instead of getting the flu shot, I recommend people get their flu shot if they don't do homeopathy or something, because, or, like, basic shots, you need to do something, because these illnesses are going to kill you or hurt you or something. But if you can do something instead, that's okay too, if it's by a reputable person or whatever. Just don't totally say no to complementary medicine to medical doctors. Of course not. Homeopaths will tell you to go see your medical doctor if there's something else going on, especially something physical. So just don't be stupid about it. I think that's the problem that people have, is seeing people die from people that have cancer, and they just go and see their homeopath. They don't recognize that the homeopath is very slow. It's got to deal with the whole body. If the cancer's already spread, you're going to die, so you have to do something fast, so you have to go to your medical doctor. So just be smart about it, and that's all.